did not think I'd be saying this sentence today. Hunter Biden just told the truth. In one clip here that we're going to look at, he looks at his father's party and says the quiet part aloud. At the dinner parties, the same donors, the same financial ecosystem that keeps filling their own pockets. He says that his father lost a step, that the Democrats hit it.
God bless you all.
And then, in a completely different interview, he said something even bigger than that. Hunter Biden, he wants to be Gavin Newsom's running mate in 2028. So I want you to sit with both of these things, and let's just kind of digest it in the next couple minutes. Because individually they're stories, but when you tie them together, it says something totally different. Let's start with a confession.
Primary season's picking up, and Democrats just found their dream ticket.
I'm joined today by presidential candidate Hunter Biden.
They gave me a stage. I'm going to use it. I got a lot to say.
Knee pads in the tweaker 2028. Please let it be so.
Please.
Hunter fantasizes about a lot of things, trust me. But one thing he wants badly, to stick it to the Democrats who cooed his daddy. He could pull off the greatest comeback since the Knicks. Settle scores in D.C., burn it all down, and with Newsom by his side, well...
There is this very powerful group of people, and they all go to the same dinner parties, and they are all part of the same financial ecosystem that continues to fill their pockets in the Democratic Party, which I think is the one thing that makes it very, very, very difficult.
This is literally the
Democratic
pot
Party
calling the
to
kettle
ever
black.
Actually, achieve the real systemic change that we need in order to rehabilitate that brand. We need a new deal.
Look behind him. It's one of his famous
somebody
pictures.
To come and break it.
Hunter's red hot. He spent years off the political grid, like he was in the witness protection program. But now that he's got a pardon in his pocket and Pops is out of office, he's moving his mouth like a machine gun. He's owning the family's biggest skeleton, Sleepy's brain.
It wasn't like it was a surprise that they elected someone who was 78 years old. It was not like a surprise that people, as they get old, particularly, at that age, they literally lose a step. Like my dad lost a step. That does not mean per se
more than
that
one.
There is a cognitive decline. But instead of embracing it, I think that they tried to kind of obfuscate it. And the one thing Dad could never afford, in my opinion, was to not always embrace his greatest strength, which was his authenticity.
Confession. I'm captivated. Hunter's interesting. He's got something to say. It's fresh. Because he doesn't give a... Unlike most of these tentative Democrats that pussyfoot around the truth, he's got Trump energy. And remember, Trump ravaged both parties, Republicans and Democrats. Hunter's embracing that same kind of blind violence. It's just what America needs.
Is he more qualified than me? I went to Yale Law School. I was a vice president of a major bank. I worked in the Clinton administration. I started my own business. I started my own law firm. I worked for Boyce Schiller Flexner. I taught at Georgetown University in the master's program in the School of Foreign Service. I was the chairman of the board of
it's so
World Food Program, U.S. I was a vice chairman of Amtrak. I served on 14 boards. And Jared Kushner did what?
Okay, so that was the serious part. Now here's the part where I think Hunter Biden might be the funniest person in American politics without even trying. Because in a totally separate interview on Gavin Newsom's own podcast, Hunter floats his future dreams. And it's not what you'd expect. So a quick ask, if you're watching this and you're not a member yet, hit the join button down below. Members keep our channel alive. It just takes like 10 seconds and it means everything to me and my staff. Now let's get back to it.
I'm joined today by presidential candidate Hunter Biden, 2028. Come on, Hunter. What's going on?
No.
You got more buzz out there than you got the President of the United States, Donald Trump, talking about your candidacy. for president of the United
I
States.
had to give you a break for just one day at least. Look,
But
here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'll run, but only as your VP, because the truth of the matter is the vice president's residence is a lot cooler. It's a lot easier job too.
So here's how these two clips actually connect. In the first clip, Hunter Biden describes a Democrat Party that operates as a closed loop. Same people, same money, same rooms, and recycling their own power within this group of insiders. And then, in the second clip, well, Hunter Biden just demonstrated his first point. Because how does a man with his legal history, his personal history, and zero electoral experience end up in a casual conversation about being on a national ticket in 2028? Well, the answer is the thing that he described in the first clip. The financial ecosystem, the dinner parties, this closed loop. He is not an outsider criticizing the system. He's a product of it, explaining how he gets considered for a VP ticket despite never having won a council seat in the city. That's not irony. That's the system working exactly as Hunter described. So here's why I think both of these clips matter. And it's not for the reason that you would expect. It's not really about Hunter Biden's legal troubles. It's not about whether he's serious about 2028, though I genuinely think that he might be. It's about what he just revealed without meaning to. For 2 years, the Democrat Party insisted that questioning Joe Biden's capacity was a conspiracy theory, that even suggesting that insiders were protecting access and power rather than picking the best candidates was a right-wing kind of paranoia thought. Well, Hunter Biden just confirmed both of these in the same week, once accidentally and once by literally living it out in real time on Gavin Newsom's podcast. He told us the system is closed loop, and then he showed you exactly how somebody gets into that loop. Not through votes, not through any accomplishments, because God knows he has none, but through proximity. Now, watch what happens next. Watch whether anyone in Democrat leadership laughs this off as, oh, that's Hunter being Hunter, or whether anyone takes it seriously enough to actually respond. Because if no one bothers to push back on the president's son floating a national ticket with zero qualifications, well, that tells you everything that you need to know about how seriously they take the qualifications question at all. Hunter Biden spent one interview describing the system and the next interview actually living inside that same system. And I don't think he realizes he just did our job for us. If you want to see where this goes, subscribe and drop a comment. Tell me what you think, if Newsom laughs him off or if this actually is something that Gavin's going to consider. Because at this point, I genuinely don't know. I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to like and subscribe to The Chris Locke Show for the latest America First news, conservative commentary, and the stories that mainstream media refuses to cover. These two videos right up here, they're going to be next. Pick your favorite. I'll see you over there.